This is another one that's super hard and super easy at the same time. The letter I. So first we're just going to box it up like this. And this is honestly the hardest part of this, is getting this nice, perfectly even I. You really got to play with it. You can measure it if you want. We want all the bars the same width. We want equal distance on each side of the middle, and we want it as straight as possible. Then we need to identify the ends. So we have top left, right, and bottom left, 4 ends. Now we got to put a triangle on each of these ends, like I'm demonstrating here. Then this letter is 3 separate pieces. It doesn't bend, so we're going to do our middle lines next. So a middle line along this top bar connecting the tips of the triangles, and a middle line in the bottom bar connecting the tips. Then we need to connect our middle to the top and bottom. So we're going to use triangles to do that. We're just going to do these triangles on both the top and bottom that touch the middle line of the top and bottom. And then we also need to put a middle line through this bar. So we're going to do that. Now it's time to fill it in. I'm going to use a top left light source and this lighter and darker kind of bluish gray. And starting with our lighter color, we're going to fill in everywhere where the light would be hitting. So this left end right here would get hit by the light. So we're filling that in. The top of this top bar would get hit by the light. So we're filling that in. Then the left side of this middle bar would get hit with the light. So we're going to fill that in. And then the top of this bottom bar would get hit with the light. So we're going to fill that in on both sides. Both sides are on the top. And then this left end right here would also get hit with light. Now we got to grab our darker color and fill in everywhere else. These are the areas that are either on the right or on the bottom, where the light would not be hitting, where there would be shadows. Now it's time for highlights. I'm using white for this, and we're just doing a very thin highlight around the entire edge of every light colored section. Really take your time doing this. You want these lines as straight as you possibly can get them. And then we got to add our drop shadow. So using black, we're just adding a drop shadow to the exterior of the dark colored sections. And then to finish it off and really make it pop, I grab my darker color and I'm doing a thin dark line along the edge of the dark colored sections. And this just really makes it pop.